if you respond to that call, we will not lack resources for the campaign logistics and things like that.
In addition to that, for those here and those who are watching from home, there's a website you can visit. That's tobuildanation.com. Tobuildanation.com. If you have questions, you can drop it on the website. If you want to contribute to his campaign, you can also drop that there as well. That's www.tobuildanation.com. Next question, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, all. Prof, and my name is Vincent Okushi from Quest Television.
Okay, great. Okay.
My question is, I'm going by your speech. You said you have not declared the party you want to belong. And now in this country, we know that it's only two political parties that are in vogue. When you did not belong to PDP or APC, you cannot go anywhere. What if? Sorry.
Go right ahead.
What if you finally declare your intention in joining any of these political parties and they did not give you the ticket? What will be your take on this?
First of all, I want to remind you, my dear compatriots, that there are 68 political parties in Nigeria, and they are all equal under the law. I said in my speech, we will no longer be intimidated by the political class into believing that they are inevitable, into believing that we can never displace them, into believing, as you say, that if you don't belong to this one or that one, you're not going anywhere. That is not a real democracy. And in this country, we will establish a real democracy.
Good afternoon, Dr. Moghalu. My name is George Kingsley. Thanks a lot for the bold move that you have made.
Sorry, could you speak up, please?
Thank you for the bold move that you have made in this announcement. Congratulations on behalf of the 100 million Nigerians you talked about. I read somewhere that you talked about the competency and manning the right place with the right people. I read somewhere, I'm sure you've seen it, that the competency is worse than corruption. Secondly, during the 2009-2010 you were talking about, in a place like the United States, for example, George Bush, you choose a lot of money in it. Barack Obama came in, put in 770 billion. So the question now would be, as an expert in what you do, and after stabilizing the Nigerian economy during that period, how will you then salvage the economy in the current situation, because the economy is totally battered? So do you intend to have this type of intervention and that sort?
Okay. Now, first of all, thank you very much. First, this is the reason why I say that the next president of Nigeria cannot be somebody who does not understand economics. If we love ourselves in this country, we should understand that the time has come to elect to political authority people who have a vision, who have the character, but also people who have the technical competence, because the problems of Nigeria are very practical problems. They can only be solved by people who have the knowledge and who have the experience and who have the desire for the prosperity of the average Nigerian. They cannot be solved by people whose ambition is to be distributing the contents of Ghana must go bags every 4 years. So, how will we stimulate the economy? I talked about the 500 billion naira venture capital fund, and I said it's a minimum. We could take it to $1 trillion. Part of what that fund would do could be to bail out certain businesses, especially manufacturing. That's one of the things that happened after the global financial crisis, after a massive recession. So we can stimulate the economy by injecting support and capital into small businesses, into manufacturing, and as they begin to get back onto their feet, they begin to create jobs and so on. And then we begin to truly diversify the economy away from oil until we make this country an economy that does not depend on the oil price. We will continue to be on life support. That life support, I will yank it off as president of Nigeria. The life support of oil price. That has made us so lazy. And every few years, we must go into a cycle of boom and bust, because as the oil price goes down, everything goes down with it. So we need a different type of economy, and that's why I say I'm going to yank off that oil, that petro-complex life support.
Thank you very much. Don't forget, please, the conversation can still go on social media. If you're out there and you're watching, feel free to tweet at us. We have the handle @Kingsley Moghalu. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's one word. So you can tweet at us so we can see how we can get your questions in. And don't forget to check out the website, tobuildanation.com. All right? Next question, please.
Yeah, good day, everyone. Prof, thank you for that very enlightening presentation.
Name and where you come from.
My name is Sunday Wolabi. I speak for Youthful and Useful for Nigeria Council. Now, one very catchy line from your presentation was the 50-50 gender parity. Now, the general pessimism we have around here as Nigerians and as young people that I want to address is the fact that I believe that 50-50 gender parity is not just possible, it is a matter of urgent national importance, because development that is not gendered is endangered. Having said that, I said I come from Youthful and Useful for Nigeria, and our central message is that the core essence of youthfulness is usefulness. Now, I am saying this because I want to address some misconceptions that I've heard
Sorry,
from
sir.
the questions.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you short. Your question, please.
No, we're going somewhere.
No, you need to go there and get there now.
Yes.
What is your question?
Okay, now, questions were raised from the public, and those questions brought up some misconceptions that need to be addressed as we go into 2019.
Sorry, can you
Now, the first misconception is...
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to cut you. This is a live transmission. Money is time, time is money. We're not here to address misconceptions. What is your question? If you don't have any, let me go on to the next person. I want to hear your question next, or I move on to the next person.
The question is not directed at the Prof. The question, why I say I'm responding to a misconception, is the young people here raised an issue bordering on the monetization of politics. Now, if you have a candidate like the Prof and several other candidates that might come up that are trying to address the problem of young people, it is not in the place of young people to be pessimistic about such big, hairy, and audacious goals as he has listed. Now, get it straight. It is not places that make people. It is people that make places. How do I mean? It is not America that made Americans.
Sunday, please. Yeah. I will need you to respect. No. Thank you. No. Thank you very much, Sunday. Next question, please. What's your name, sir?
My name is Paul Andrew Gwaza.
Could you speak up, sir? So sorry.
Yes, sir. My name is Paul Andrew Gwaza. I'm a researcher. I'm from the Middle Belt. Okay. Now, by the way, you have a very lovely family.
Thank you.
And it is very, very important, sir, to know that Nigeria is indeed a massive country. And because it's massive, there are a lot of Nigerians that don't have identity. And that is the problem. Most of your policies, very fantastic. Most of the initiative in terms of empowerment are very good. But there are a lot of Nigerians that don't even know of these policies and can't access these policies. You go to Onitsha, you go to Maiduguri, you go to these places like Damaturu, you meet them, they don't have access to education, they are underemployed.